Hello everyone, it's NoodleHouse here, we're back in Chaos Child, and I still have an inkling that something bad is going to happen, but nothing's happened yet. Anyway, they looked even more worried when I told them that Ito and Yui had vanished. Ito and Yui? Where did they go? Hello, Ito? Oh, Miyashiro. Where are you? Just heading back from the convenience store. We did some shopping. Ito's voice is just the same as ever. Where's Yui? Is she with you? She's right next to me. I see. I felt relieved, but screamed into the phone anyway. If you're going to the store, then tell someone, and don't take Yui. Everyone was worried. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. Anyway, just hurry back. Yui might be in danger. Oh, don't worry about that. If something happens to Yui, I'll do an operation to fix the ride up. Huh? My mouth hung open for a second. An operation? What the hell is he talking about? What? And then I realised that I could hear muffled moans next to him. Hey, Ito? Is that Yui's voice? What are you doing? You know, I always wanted to be a doctor like Dr. Sakuma. Did you know that? I said, what are you doing? This knife I bought at the convenience store doesn't really cut that well. This is probably going to hurt. Oh my god, really? What the fuck? Ito, stop joking. Put you on the phone now. Miyashiro, could you bring me a knife and some anesthesia real quick? Also, you got that saw thing that cuts bones? I feel bad for using this on Yui. Really? This is fucking brutal and I don't like it. And it's annoying. Oh my god. He hung up. Yui? Yui? What's going on, Yui? I pushed the call button again and again with shaking fingers. But he must have turned off his phone because he didn't pick up. What's going on? Why is Ito? My mind couldn't keep up with this. It was too much to believe. Takuru, what happened to Yui? My head was sounding like a scream. Big brother Takuru? I suddenly felt like I was about to throw up. I shoved my face into the sink and tossed up everything I had in my stomach. It was like I was vomiting hate, fear and despair, and no matter how much I tried, it wouldn't stop. Are you okay, Takuru? When I'd thrown up so much that there wasn't even any stomach fluid left, I turned around to see Kurizu behind me. Kurizu, the phone. Call Shinjo. Huh? Yui's going to be killed. Oh, fucking shit. I let Kurizu handle getting in touch with Shinjo and just ran out of the emergency exit to the dorm. Yui, where are you? Answer me, Yui! My voice echoed down the rows of houses. Some nearby reporters ran over. Did something happen? Did someone just leave this way? Huh? A boy about my size and a girl a little younger. Did you see them? Oh, those two? I tried to interview them and they ignored me. Which way did they go? That way, I think. I ran in the direction he pointed without stopping or looking behind me. Hey, you. I could hear them asking what happened, but I didn't have time to tell them. Yui, Ito, where are you? I ran, screaming the names of my little sister and best friend. It hurt to breathe, but I couldn't stop running. My only thoughts as I ran were of Yui's safety and Ito's strange behaviour. Ito, why? What are you doing? His tone had been the same as ever. It was the exact same tone he used when he was laughing about the latest weird school gossip. So why would he do that to Yui? It had to be some kind of mistake. Because Ito wouldn't... No, wait. And if there was another killer, they should have done something on the 23rd since every Minamisawa didn't, right? But nothing happened, which means it's impossible, I think. Let's just give it up. I think it's on the Vice President. That's when I gave up on the idea of there being another psychic. Ito used Kurizu to keep me from really having time to think. Then he took that important note down and threw it away. Then it was deliberate? The more I thought about it, the more unbelievable it seemed. Jesus fucking Christ. How long had I been running? My throat was dry and it stung. I was gasping for breath and in dire need of water. Sweat was dripping off me, and it was so out of breath that I couldn't think. Where am I? I looked around and saw that I was in a residential area of Shibuya that reconstruction teams hadn't gone round to yet. There was still a lot of abandoned houses. Oh, for fuck's sake, this cough which I've got is so annoying, I'm really sorry. Even during the day, there was little foot traffic, and there were always running rumours that at night, you could see the vengeful ghosts of the people who died in the quake wandering beneath the streetlights. It wasn't that far from Alberdorm, which meant that during my search, I must have circled back without knowing it. Just as I was about to turn around and head for Miyashita Park or Hekio Academy, I heard the faint sound. A tiny noise like tearing cloth. I thought I might have imagined it, but forced my aching legs forward to look into the alleyway where I'd heard it. I can't read today either. Really sorry about this. The lights didn't reach the alley, so I couldn't see anything but darkness. I could hear the sounds of water going drip, drip, drip. Some houses' pipes must have broken. I took another step forward into the darkness, as if I was being drawn by the sound. Suddenly, there were several sharp metallic clangs at my feet. I quickly jumped back, surprised. When my eyes adjusted to the darkness, I saw that they were paring knives? One of the two. And all of them were stained dark with something, their blades bent or broken in places. I really can't read today. This notable, the convenience store doesn't really cut that well. I felt something cold crawl up my back as I remembered Ito's words. Hey, Yui? Are you there, Yui? I took another step forward. That's why I felt like a puddle of water at my feet and I heard a splash. But there was no answer. I took another step forward. The splash got louder, and then I realised that the liquid was sticking to my shoe. I looked down and saw that my shoe was stained with some dark red colour as the knives. This isn't just water? The wind must have changed course, because the moment I had that, I smelled something awful. I inhaled a full breath of the stench before I could cover my nose and mouth. And then I looked towards the source of the smell. When my eyes adjusted to the darkness, I could see it. What the fuck? What is this? It was this unpleasant but somehow seductive and sweet smell of meat. I could see small boxes laid out in a rough shape of a human body. It looked like some kind of grotesque homemade doll. The dark red liquid was flowing from the boxes. I suddenly felt an urge to throw up. I'm not surprised, fucking hell. How long did it take for me to realise I was staring at what was left of my little sister? Because of that, it took me a little while to notice the man further down the alley, staring at the pool of blood. Fucking hell, this is grim. Like, actually, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever witnessed in a visual novel game. Fucking hell. You. Why? He was holding the murder weapon in his hand. It was dripping with blood. Why? Answer me, Ito. Ito hopped over what used to be Yui and spoke to me in the same pleasant tone he always used. Why? That's my question. Huh? Why didn't you save her back then? Back then? Why did you abandon her? Abandon who? Who? Senri was suffering so much. Senri? Senri Minamisawa? Why was he saying her name? Why is Ito talking about Senri? Huh? Tell me. How did it feel to lose someone you cared about? How does it feel to have nothing but regrets, and to know how powerless you are? I felt nothing but confusion. What I was looking at didn't seem real. Just stood there and stared at Ito's face, dumbstruck. She was everything to me. You let her die, but now my revenge can be complete. Ito, you... What was the relationship between Senri Minamisara and Ito? What happened between them? It didn't look like I'd have time to think about it. Ito's knife got steadily closer to me. Now it's your turn, Miyashiro. Did you bring that sharp knife and anesthetic? If not, it's going to hurt bad, like it did for Yui. Ito smiled a murderous smile. Oh, so that's how it's going to be. For some reason, I lost the capacity to think clearly. That was the only thought that was left. I'm not even going to look like a person when he's done with me. Just like Yui. The feeling overwhelmed me. All I could do was stare into Ito's bloodshot eyes. And wait for my moment of death. The moment of my death. God, words are hard. Takuru! And then, I heard what sounded like a scream behind me. It was enough to drag me back to my senses. Kurizu? I looked back and saw Kurizu standing under the streetlight, her shoulders heaving up and down. Ito, what are you doing? Her eyes went wide at the knife in Ito's hand. No, stay back. He'll kill you too. Get away from here, Kurizu. I wanted to tell her to get away, but only meaningless noises come from my mouth. It was like my vocal cords had been paralysed. Answer me, Ito. Kurizu did the exact opposite of what I'd hoped she would. She ran into the alley, blocking my way out. At the same time, she noticed the boxes filled with body parts and stinking pool of blood. She gasped. What is this? Takuru? Yui. What happened to Yui? Tell me, where's Yui? I was finally able to speak, but I couldn't answer her question. It was pathetic, but tears started to well up in my eyes. I couldn't stop them. Ito answered for me, flipping the knife from one hand to the other as he spoke. Be careful, Vice President. Step on one of those boxes, you won't be able to put Yui back together again. Kurizu jumped back and started to shake as she stared at the boxes. This can't be happening. She sank to her knees and reached out towards what used to be Yui, not caring that she'd be soaked with blood. This can't be happening. No. She picked up something long and thin. Had a pretty nail on it. One which had never been manicured, even though its owner was old enough to be interested in makeup. It was Yui's finger. Fucking hell. Why? Why? Why, game? Why? Why is this something I have to sit through? Fuck's sake. Come on, don't touch it. I put it all together artistically so you would look pretty. Why? Why? It's all Miyashiro's fault. This is revenge for how he made Senri Minamisawa suffer. Senri's revenge? That's right. He must have heard worse for Senri. And if she wanted to die from the pain of the experiments, she couldn't. Yui was lucky. She got to die quick. When I heard those words, something snapped inside me. The fog in my head cleared instantly and my blood started to boil. You. It was a rage I couldn't control. The next thing I knew, I leapt at Ito with my bare hands. He pointed the knife straight at me, as if he'd been waiting for this. I could tell it was pointed straight at my neck, and my carotid artery. I know it's a carotid artery, I don't know what that is. If I'd been more calm, I would have known better than to jump on him without any defense, but now I couldn't hold back my anger. He must have thought he had me, because a cruel, thin smile formed on Ito's lips. I knew I was going to die. I hoped that Kurizu at least might be able to get away. The last thought that went through my head was, I'm sorry, Yui. You got caught up in all this, and you... If heaven was real, it's probably where Yui was going. But I knew without a doubt I was going to hell, so I'll probably never see her again. Huh? But the moment of my death never came. Instead, I heard Kuruzu scream. It was a violent sound, unlike anything I'd ever heard from her before. I looked in surprise and saw that she grabbed Ito from the side and the two of them were rolling on the ground. I won't let you kill him, I won't let you kill Takuru. The two of them were rolling around in Yui's blood. Stop it, Kuruzu. Stop, he'll kill you. She didn't seem to hear me at all. She screamed like a wounded animal and tried to grab both Ito's arms from behind. Her whole body was covered with Yui's blood, and each time she moved, her long hair flew up and sent red splashes everywhere. Ito tried to shake her off and punched her in the stomach. She moaned in pain when the impact hit her where she'd been stabbed before, but she still hung on desperately and refused to let go. You bastard. I leapt on top of Ito without even thinking. I grabbed the hand with the knife and smashed it into the ground with all my might. There was a dull snap as his fingers as his fingers shattered and the knife flew to the ground. Jesus. I kicked it far away. Kuruzu, that's enough. Get off him. I put my full weight on Ito's back and pinned him to the ground. Let me go. Let me go. He was stronger than I thought. And he almost knocked me off, but I refused to let go. Are you okay, Kuruzu? But she didn't seem able to answer my question. She sat down on the ground and tried to catch her breath. The shock seemed to have temporarily robbed her of her ability to breathe. Big tears fell from her eyes, and when she finally caught her breath, she started to sob. Vice President, if you want to blame somebody, blame Miyashiro. If he hadn't abandoned Senri back then, I never would have done this, right, Miyashiro? This whole case is Miyashiro's fault. I was behind the whole thing. The entire point of the return of the New Generation Madness was to destroy him. How can you call yourself a right-sider when you couldn't even figure that out? Isn't that ironic, Miyashiro? That couldn't be true. People had died because of me. If I'd found out the truth faster, Yui wouldn't have died. You're lying. Kuruzu's voice was so soft I couldn't hear what she was saying. Huh? Kuruzu? You're lying. Everything you're saying is a lie, Ito. What? Kuruzu jerked her face upwards without bothering to hide her tears. She stood up enraged and screamed into the sky. Who are you? Why did you make Ito do this? Whoever you are that's out there laughing at us, who are you? Kuruzu. I know you're watching. Whoever did this to my sister, who are you? Something red dripped down off Kuruzu's skirt. Was it Yui's blood, or had Kuruzu's own injury opened up again? What do you mean, Kuruzu? Ito never knew Senri. Somebody just made him think he did. Huh? What are you talking about? I love Senri, and this is my revenge. That's a lie. I was with Senri all the time, and she never met you, so there's no reason you would want revenge. Don't be stupid. I love Senri. That's why I'm doing this for her. I could tell that Ito's body was starting to shake underneath me. His teeth were chattering as if he was afraid of something. That's another lie. Senri never knew you, so there's no way you could be in love with her. No, 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 no. Ito? Ito flailed about. Foaming bubbles were pouring from his mouth. His bloodshot eyes had rolled up into his head, and they were swollen so they could look like they might burst out of their sockets. And? Huh? Suddenly, blood started to pour out of both eyes. It wasn't Yui's. It was very clearly his own. When I recoiled, he crawled out from under me, and then curled up on the ground. He grabbed his head with his hand and started to spasm and flail about. It hurts so much, my head's going to burst. Ito. Ito tore his head and finally started to bang it against the ground. Stop it! No, Ito! Kuruzu and I grabbed him and tried to stop him. His forehead had split open and the blood coming out of it mixed with the blood coming out of his eyes. It was impossible to even tell what he looked like now. But he shook us off and started to jerk and flail some more. Let me go, Miyashiro. I'll make you pay for abandoning Seri. Because I love Senri? Who the hell is Senri? Senri Minamisawa, that's right. She's the killer. The one who went after Miyashiro. Watch out, Miyashiro. She's going to come after you again. Senri hates you because you abandoned her. That's why I'm getting revenge. So that's your fault that Yui died. No, wait, is it mine? Did I do this to Yui? Was it me? Ito? Ito was shouting loudly, but it wasn't making any sense. It was as if what Kurisu had said was right, and someone was controlling his brain. Wait, I did this to Yui? I always thought Yui was a good girl. She got along with Miyashiro so well. I was just a little jealous. But yeah, I guess I killed her for Senri. Who's Senri again? Suddenly Ito's laughter cut off and he froze like a toy whose batteries had run out. Then all the strength drained from his body and he collapsed. Kurisu and I together couldn't support the full weight of an unconscious human, so we all fell to the ground. Neither of us could move for a while. We just lay there holding Ito between us. Oh my god, I can't stop coughing. And staring at the bloody boxes that held our sister. Yui. Kurisu started to cry like a little girl, but there was nothing I could say to her, because I felt like I was going to cry too, and it was all I could do to stop myself. I could hear many footsteps in the distance. It was either Shinjo and the police, or maybe the reporters around Albadorm. If it is the media, tell them to take a picture of Yui like this, please. Please. I closed my eyes tight. I didn't want to see anything else. I didn't want to hear anything else. That's no good, brother. Big sister is really still a little kid, so you need support, okay? Was it her ghost, maybe? I could see Yui smiling gently when I closed my eyes. Oh, okay, yeah. That's a nice place to end it, I guess. So I'm going to end the episode here. If you liked this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below. And if you want to see more of this, then do subscribe to the channel as I upload every day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.